The more I'm using it, the more I'm becoming a fan of this thing. As you can see, even if I still don't know what I'm doing, it's pretty insane to me what a simple piece of rope can do. And after about 1 hour, I finally managed to hit the skull.
Hey, finally! Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, probably would kill a giant if you can hit it on, like, in the head. I mean, this is not a giant skeleton. Hi YouTube, welcome back in hell. My name is Cypress, and today we'll be reacting to Mike Shake. This is I tested the deadliest ancient weapons.
Can a 10,000-year-old weapon generate more destructive energy than a modern firearm? And what about a 700,000-year-old knife? Can that be as sharp as a razor sharp?
That rock looks so nice, it's so shiny.
This is stuff I think about being your average unemployed friend on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I think about that stuff too every morning.
Nonetheless, I wanna find out. So, I'm gonna test 3 weapons that get progressively older and measure how effective and powerful they are. And the first one is the sling. These things are fascinating. You can kill giants with it.
According to 1 Samuel 17, Goliath, a heavily armed Philistine giant, challenged Saul for 40 days to send out a man to find him. No one would face this warrior until David, armed only with a sling and stones, volunteered. David hit the giant in the forehead with a stone and killed him.
So, I want to find out how it works, what kind of energy it generates, and then test the damage against a few targets. A sling is one of the oldest known projectile weapons, and Sumerian, Greek, and Roman armies all had specialized slingers. So, what do you do for a living?
I feel like I would use that and I would like swing it around and then the rock would like fall down on my head. I swear.
I just throw lethal rocks at people. It's pretty fun. Anyway, a sling is basically a pouch attached to 2 cords. And the projectiles you load into the pouch can be stones, lead bullets, which are actually pretty nice because they spin in the air, stabilizing the shot, soda cans.
But I'm confused, like how do you make sure when the rock flies out of the slingshot? Oh wait, or do you have to let go of one of the strings?
Tape.
Oh yeah, I think you have to let go of one of the strings.
Alright, let's test it. To shoot, I gotta place the loop on one end of the sling, in the middle of the middle finger, load the projectile, and hold the other end of the sling. Now, there are many techniques you can use to shoot a sling, based on the position of your arm. And I'm not great at
That's what I'm talking about! I would so drop that on my head.
It takes a lot of practice, especially to get accurate with it. And since I used one just once before, I'm basically just improvising. But then, after practicing for a while...
Because you have it to connect it to one of your fingers, you can let go and then it shoots.
Starting to get the timing down. And even though this camera angle doesn't give you the idea of how fast the rocks are actually flying, it's pretty clear that the energy generates...
Holy.
Well, it's a lot. To measure it, I placed 2 sticks 1.3 meters apart from each other. And by shooting a projectile in between them and filming in slow motion, I can find the velocity of the projectile and also the energy from there. First, I'm throwing a 107 grams rock by hand. And following my calculations, the rock is flying at about 23 meters a second, carrying an energy of 27.7 joules. Then I throw a similar sized rock, but this time using the sling. And with that, I get a speed of about 32 meters a second, with an energy of 60.1 joules. That's more than double the energy I got by just throwing the rock by hand. Now, the reason why a sling is able to generate so much more power compared to just throwing a rock is because of centripetal force. When you swing a sling, the tension in the cords and the speed of rotation generate kinetic energy. And when the sling is released, all this energy is transferred to the projectile, increasing the speed. Moreover, since the sling basically becomes an extension of your arm, it also gives you a mechanical advantage. And that's why longer slings are generally more powerful than the short ones. Lastly, I tried another test with a much heavier rock, and the sling still managed to throw the rock at about 24 meters a second, which converts to 95 joules. For comparison, that's almost 20% more energy than what I could get with the lethal slingshot I built a while ago.
Oh really? That's so
that
interesting.
With a better technique and aerodynamic projectiles, it could probably get into small firearm...
You know what? I'm starting to believe that it could have killed a giant with that.
...territory. Now, what happens when you hit stuff with it? I started with a watermelon and of course, I missed a bunch of times.
Oh gosh.
Damaged the sawhorse, which you actually
I'm very happy that it doesn't bounce back that much though, because...
quite impressive. But after a few more tries, I got it.
Hey, let's go! That was nice.
Can this kill giants though? Well, I couldn't find any giant.
I couldn't find a giant.
Come on, man, I'm sure it'll be fine. But I found this one. This is a ballistic dummy. So the gelatin should simulate muscle tissue, and the bones? Bones.
Is it
In
a
short,
giant?
the damage on this thing should be a pretty accurate representation of what would happen to someone if they got hit by a sling. First, I need to hit it though. Spoiler, it's gonna take a while. So I'm gonna just
How many
swap
times did you do it?
this for you. And while I throw rocks at nothing for the next few hours, I want to shout out this plate for supporting this video.
Oh my
I
god.
got these three in the shop for a
thought
while.
it was
and I
moving.
think they still look great. And so I got a few ones for my house too. I love watching movies, so this time, they're basically all about that. The first one is from Lord of the Rings. For me, one of the coolest shots in movie history. The second one is The Dark Knight. I posted a picture of Harvey Dent in one of my previous videos, and nobody got the reference. You gotta watch it. It's a masterpiece. And then the last one is from Dune, one of my favorite movies in recent years. The posters feel sturdy, and the clarity on the images is really good. This plate also recently launched this new product called Displate Textra, which gives extra clarity to the images by having a sort of 3D texture on the posters. Hanging the posters is also super intuitive, and you find everything you need to do it inside the box. You just stick the protective leaf, stick the magnet to the leaf, and hang the display. And this way, you can also adjust it or move it however you like it. My shop has pretty rough walls, but the posters are still hanging there, so I guess it works. There are millions of artworks available in the Displate catalog, and you can pick from original art or licensed designs such as Marvel, Star Wars, or Elden Ring. You can get them right now by going to display.com/MikeShake or use my promo code MikeShake to get a really nice discount. It's 22% off if you get 2 displays and 30% off if you get 3 or more. And I'm also leaving a link in the description if you want to check them out at the end of the video. Anyways, after 40 minutes, I hit the first shot. And at first I thought I did nothing to the
I did
dummy,
nothing.
but then I checked the slow motion footage. My goal is obviously to hit the skull. But I feel like this shot is kind of impressive already.
I do like the jiggle. I do like the jiggle physics.
Pretty heavy, and the rock not only flipped it 90 degrees, but it also left deep cuts into the gelatin. And so I kept trying. In all that, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but there is a sort of crack when I let the sling go. And that is coming from the sling traveling faster than the speed of sound. It turns out a sling basically works like a whip.
Oh
When the
my
sling
god.
is released, the kinetic energy built up during the swing is transferred down the length of the sling. The transfer of energy increases in speed as it moves along the sling, accelerating the tip of the sling, called cracker, till it flies faster than the speed of sound. Now, the purpose of having a cracker is to dissipate the energy and slow the sling down, so it basically doesn't come back whipping you every time you shoot. Anyways, the more I'm using it, the more I'm becoming a fan of this thing. As you can see, even if I still don't know what I'm doing, it's pretty insane to me what a simple piece of rope can do. And after about 1 hour, I finally managed to hit the skull.
Hey, finally! Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, probably would kill a giant if you can hit it on, like, in the head. I mean, this is not a giant skeleton, but...
Oh, it cracked it. The rock still had a lot of energy left though, and so I shot one more time. And this time, I got it clean. Breaking the bones and cutting the gelatin once again.
Damn.
For the next weapon, we're gonna go back about 10,000 years. I'm talking about spear throwers. I found one in carbon fiber, but before checking it out, I'm mounting the spear, which kinda looks more like a long arrow than a spear. It got feathers, a pointy tip on one end, and a slot on the other end. While the spear thrower has this sort of pin that locks into the slot of the spear, basically like this. And I'm very curious to test this, but I probably shouldn't do it in my shop. So then I went outside. You know, it's actually quite easy to use. I wasn't expecting it. After just a few throws, I was already
Okay, wait, that
hitting the
seems
targets.
simple enough. I feel
History
like even
says
I could
this
use
was
that.
actually a big step in human evolution. Because before using this, we were just throwing spears
Yes, just
by
throwing
hand.
it, yeah.
A spear thrower works by extending the length of the thrower's arm, providing leverage that significantly increases the velocity and accuracy of the spears. So compared to just using our arms, it allowed us to increase the reach, hunt a larger game, and also be more accurate. Or at least, that's the theory. So let's test that. I'm gonna throw one spear by hand and one using this, and we're gonna see the difference. I hope you can see me. Test 1, range. First shot using my hands. Alright, now the spear thrower.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I might even not even throw it that far. Oh!
Oh my.
Okay, no, that is such a difference.
I got 22 meters by hand and 48 meters with a spear thrower. You probably
That's
didn't even see
crazy.
where it landed.
No, we did
I'm gonna
not. We
give
did
you a
not see
better
it.
angle.
That is so good.
Oh, that went further away than the last time.
Yeah.
So when it comes to range, a spear thrower is definitely a big step up.
Yep, way better. Way better.
64. Right now I want to test penetration and damage. And well, you already know this guy. He's just not in great
Poor
shape
guy,
right now.
poor guy.
So I'm gonna just use the back of
I'm
the
gonna come
hand.
for him
Shot
again.
1 using my hands. I don't even know if I can hit it, to be honest. Well, after a while I actually hit it though. I think I got it. But the spear did basically nothing to the skull. So then I got a little bit closer and I hit it.
And what did you do?
Nice. This would have hurt.
I mean, I guess he would have been stabbed.
What is happening? Anyways, the spear got actually quite deep. Alright, spear thrower, shot 1. Jeez, that's definitely different.
Ooh!
Same exact spot, by the way. And the penetration was certainly higher than before.
Yeah.
I also tried to hit the skull. It took me a while, and I broke a few spears in the process. But interestingly, when I hit it, the spear snapped, bouncing back towards me a little too fast for comfort. And most importantly, it didn't do significant damage to the
it did
skull.
not.
Just a little dent.
That's interesting.
Still though, I find this quite fascinating
Yes.
and very, very fun to use. It's nice. The third weapon I want to test is the oldest one of the list, and it's Obsidian. Google says it's many times sharper.
Yeah, that's Obsidian. I love Obsidian. It's so pretty. Yes, Obsidian is sharper than a scalpel. Obsidian is used by some surgeons for scalpel blades, as well-crafted Obsidian blades have a cutting edge many times sharper than high-quality steel surgical scalpels, the cutting edge of the blade being only about 3 nanometers thick. Wow.
Google says it's many times sharper than the sharpest steel blades.
Interesting.
So I want to test that. I got a machine that measures exactly that. The plan is to compare Obsidian to 3 different steel blades: a utility razor blade, a shaving blade, and a chef's knife I'm gonna sharpen myself. As a reference, a high-end kitchen knife should be around 300 on the scale, and the utility razor blade scored 235, while a shaving razor is one of the sharpest blades you can purchase. And with that, I got a nice 35, also proving that the method I'm using is pretty accurate. And now it's time for the chef's knife. This is an old knife I bought from IKEA, and it's pretty dull. So I'm spending a while sharpening it with 2 different whetstones, from a medium grit to basically a polishing one, which is so fine that doesn't even make a noise when I swipe the knife on it. It took me about 10 minutes to do it, and right now this thing should be very sharp.
Ooh.
So now, as I did with the previous blades, I'm measuring the actual sharpness. I want to double check that, so I'm trying again. 50. Alright, I think I enjoy sharpening stuff a little too much. I'm not sure why. Anyways, these are all the results I got with the steel blades. Now, it's time to test Obsidian. Actually though, what even is Obsidian? It turns out it's a type of glass that forms when lava cools down rapidly, usually when it comes into contact with water or air. This rapid cooling prevents the formation of crystals, and in short, that's basically why it looks like that. It feels like a chunk of glass, and like glass, it's brittle. So, to make a knife out of obsidian, I need to start from a larger block and slowly remove material. The problem is that all the videos I watched say the same thing. You need to
Make sure to strike the obsidian in the right areas with the correct amount of force.
And if you are like me, and you're using a mouse pad to protect your leg, and a hammer to strike obsidian,
That doesn't seem like the best way to do it.
I'm still trying to do that though, hitting the right parts with the correct amount of force, which in practice turned to hitting random parts with random amount of force. And after 20 minutes, I started to get kinda frustrated. Every time I felt I was kinda getting closer, then the
I
stones
feel like I would fucking ruin that stone, man. I would have to buy so many of them.
randomly snapped.
No!
I really thought I was gonna make this work, but after 1 hour, the only thing I did was turn in big obsidian
Oh
rocks
shit.
into smaller obsidian rocks.
His hands.
Like a lot of them. I even tried grinding it. It didn't work. Massive respect for all the craftsmen making obsidian blades and all the Neanderthal men out there. I seriously underestimated this thing. And now that I had no more obsidian to make a knife, I thought about buying one. The problem is that I couldn't find any store in Europe that could ship an obsidian knife in time, besides this website that says obsidian scalpels. And then it hit me.
Oh, you can buy it, of course.
Not the scalpel,
hit you?
but a realization. Even though it would be cool to have one of these, big obsidian knives are not even that sharp.
Yeah,
because they're
I was
pretty
like thinking into like, is it even sharp?
That
That is a
sharp.
thing that's sharp,
Obsidian
yes.
flakes. And luckily, I got a lot of them.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that too. You already have a lot.
And these are the results I got with the steel blades. And now I'm gonna test this, which is obviously pretty sharp. But when I tried to measure it, I only got 90. So then I got the thinnest flake I could find. But when I measured the sharpness, I got a score even higher than before. Probably because the edge wasn't very clean. Then I tried with different flakes with a cleaner edge, and things went definitely better. Obsidian is very sharp, but during my tests at least, I never managed to get results that are 10 times sharper than razor blades or my IKEA knife. Even when cutting paper, you feel more resistance compared to the steel blades. Still though, it's pretty
Maybe
cool,
you need to get a scalpel.
and I'd like to make a knife out of this one day. Next, I'm gonna make a very special sword, and then I'm gonna finally test my supersonic Nerf blaster.
Wait,
So
what?
if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe to see when they come out. Thank you for watching.
Well, thank you. Hi! If you like the video, please make sure that you like it and subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell if you want to see more of it. I also go live on Twitch and on this YouTube channel, so come join us sometimes. Bye!